cultivating positive feelings toward ourselves and others. By replacing negative thoughts with thoughts of compassion and kindness, we gradually weaken the habit of negativity and strengthen our mental resilience. Habit number 2. Dwelling on the past. Dwelling on the past is like carrying unnecessary baggage that weighs us down. It's a habit that weakens the mind because it prevents us from fully experiencing the present and moving forward. If we're constantly rehashing past mistakes, regrets, or forgivenesses, we're unable to appreciate the opportunities and joys of the present moment. Buddhism teaches the importance of impermanence and the concept of letting go. By understanding that the past is gone and cannot be changed, we can focus on the present and shape our future. Mindfulness meditation, a key practice in Buddhism, encourages staying present in the moment and letting go of attachments of the past. Habit number 3. Overthinking. Overthinking is like a tangled web that traps us in necessary stress and anxiety. It weakens the mind because it exhausts our mental energy and often leads to indecision or irrational fears. Buddhism advocates for simplicity and clarity of thought. Mindfulness and concentration practices help to train the mind to focus on the present moment, reducing the tendency to overanalyze or obsess over potential future scenarios. By incorporating these Buddhist teachings into our lives, we can cultivate mental strength, break free from these habits that weaken our minds, and embark on a journey towards greater resilience and well-being, permanent burdens. Buddhism encourages us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts and actions. By letting go of the urge to complain about external circumstances, we can redirect our energy towards finding constructive solutions. This shift in perspective aligns with the Buddhist principle of mindfulness, where we cultivate awareness of our thoughts and reactions without being swept away by them. Habit number 3. Seeking approval from others. Seeking constant approval from others is like building our self-worth on a shaky foundation. It weakens the mind because it makes our confidence and happiness dependent on external validation, which can be fleeting and unpredictable. Emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance. By understanding and appreciating our own inherent value, we can break free from the cycle of seeking approval. Mindfulness practices help us connect with our inner selves, fostering a sense of self-compassion and reducing the need for external validation. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and self-acceptance. By understanding and appreciating our own inherent value, we can break free from the cycle of seeking approval. Mindfulness practices help us connect with our inner selves, fostering a sense of self-compassion and reducing the need for external validation. By incorporating these Buddhist teachings into our lives, we can gradually overcome these habits that weaken our minds and cultivate a stronger, more resilient mental outlook. Through practices like mindfulness, metta, and understanding impermanences, we empower ourselves to face challenges with grace and transform our mindset towards positivity and strength. To break the habit of not expressing ourselves, which is akin to having a locked treasure chest. Buddhism offers insight that can empower us to unlock our potential. The teaching emphasizes the importance of authentic self-expression and communication as essential elements for personal growth and mental well-being. In Buddhism, mindfulness is a foundational practice that encourages us to be aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This self-awareness helps us understand our authentic selves and enables us to express our thoughts and emotions more openly. By acknowledging and expressing our feelings, we free ourselves from the constraints of internalized emotions, fostering mental clarity and emotional resilience. Habit number 4. Living in the past. Dwelling on the past, as mentioned earlier, is like carrying unnecessary baggage that weighs us down. It wakens the mind because it prevents us from fully experiencing the present and moving forward. In Buddhism, the concept of impermanences teaches us the transient nature of all things. By letting go of attachments to the past and focusing on the present moment, we can create a space for new opportunities and personal growth. Buddhism also encourages practices such as meditation and mindfulness to anchor our awareness in the present. These practices help us break free from the shackles of the past, allowing us to live more fully in the present and shape a positive future. Incorporating these Buddhist principles into our lives can serve as a guide to overcoming the habits that hinder our mental well-being. By expressing ourselves authentically, letting go of the past, and embracing mindfulness, we unlock our inner potential and cultivate a resilient mind capable of navigating life's challenges with grace. Own mistake or shortcomings is like handing over the reins of your life to someone else. It weakens the mind because it places responsibility and control outside of ourselves, hindering personal growth and development. In Buddhism, the principle of taking responsibility for one's action is fundamental to fostering mental strength. Blaming others is like holding onto a heavy anchor, preventing us from moving forward. Buddhism teaches us the concept of karma, the law of cause and effect. By acknowledging our own role in the outcomes of our lives, we empower ourselves to make positive changes. To overcome the habit of blaming others, Buddhism encourages self-reflection and self-accountability. Mindfulness practices helps us become aware of our thoughts and actions, allowing us to break free from the pattern of assigning blame externally. Instead, we can focus on understanding our own contributions to a situation and take proactive steps to improve. Incorporating the teachings of Buddhism into our lives can help us break free from the habit of blaming others, fostering a mindset of self-accountability and resilience. By doing so, we reclaim control of our own narrative and empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with strength and clarity, allow us to soar above the challenges. Habit number 6. Being resistant to change. Resisting change is like trying to swim against a strong current. It exhausts us and hinders our progress. This habit weakens the mind because it prevents us from adapting and evolving. In Buddhism, the understanding of impermanence teaches us that change is inevitable and embracing it essential for growth. When we resist change, it's like clinging to a sinking ship instead of learning to navigate new waters. Buddhism emphasizes the concept of non-attachment, encouraging us to let go of fixed ideas and embrace the flow of change. By accepting impermanence, we open ourselves to new possibilities and opportunities. To overcome the habit of being resistant to change, Buddhism advocates mindfulness and meditation. This practice helps us cultivate a flexible and open mindset, allowing us to adapt to life's ever-changing circumstances. By letting go of resistance, we become more resilient and capable of navigating the unpredictable currents of life. Incorporating these Buddhist principles into our lives enables us to break free from the habit of blaming others and being resistant to change. By embracing personal responsibility, forgiveness, and openness to change, we cultivate a strong and resilient mind capable of steering our own ship through the unpredictable seas of life. An individual tool. Mindfulness in Buddhism involves being fully present in the current moment, without attachment to fantasies or unrealistic expectations. It's like bringing our attention back to present instead of getting lost in the illusions of an imagined future. Buddhism encourages us to cultivate right understanding and right thoughts, which involves seeking things as they truly are, having positive, constructive thoughts. Visualization, rooted in reality, aligns with these principles by visualizing accessible goals and taking practical steps towards them. We move away from the fleeting nature of fantasies and into a more grounded and positive mindset. Incorporating these teachings into our lives helps us shift from the habit of fantasizing to the practice of visualizations. By doing so, we bridge the gap between our dream and tangible, attainable goals, fostering mental strength and resilience. This shift also aligns with the Buddhist teachings of impermanence, reminding us to adapt to the ever-changing current of life instead of clinging to fixed, unrealistic expectations. Overcome the habit of neglecting personal relationships. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of compassion, right speech, and mindful presence. Compassion involves understanding the needs and feelings of others, fostering a sense of connection and empathy. Right speech encourages us to communicate with kindness, honesty, and understanding. It's like planting seeds of positive communication in the garden of relationships. By being mindful of our words and actions, we contribute to the growth and health of our connections. Mindful presence, another key teaching in Buddhism, is like watering the garden of relationships. Being fully present when spending time with loved ones creates a deep sense of connection and nourishment. It involves active listening, genuine interest, and being there for each other. Incorporating these Buddhist principles into our lives helps us break free from the habit of neglecting personal relationships. By cultivating compassion, practicing right speech, and embracing mindful presence, we foster strong, meaningful connections. Just as well as tended garden flourishes, our relationships can thrive and bring joy and support to our lives. Teachings of Buddhism provide insights into why letting emotions rule us makes us mentally weak and how we can regain control over our emotional landscape. In Buddhism, mindfulness plays a crucial role in managing emotions. Mindfulness is like a sturdy anchor that keeps us grounded during emotional storms. By being aware of our emotions without being swept away by them, we can navigate the currents of our exactly feelings with clarity and composure. The practice of meditation, another key aspect of Buddhism, is like a calming breeze that soothes the turbulence of our emotions. Meditation helps us cultivate inner peace and resilience, allowing us to respond to emotions with a balanced and centered mindset. To overcome the habit of letting emotions rule, as Buddhism encourages us to develop equanimity, a state of mental and emotional stability. Equanimity is like a steady hand guiding a ship through swayed waters. By embracing the impermanence of emotions and understanding that they will come and go, we can maintain balance even in the face of intense feelings. Incorporating these teachings into our lives helps us break free from the habit of letting emotions rule us. By practicing mindfulness, meditation, and cultivating equanimity, we regain control over our emotional responses, fostering mental strength and resilience. This shift allows us to navigate life's challenges with a steady hand and a clear compass. By cultivating mindfulness, practicing loving kindness, meditation, and embracing the principles of emotional intelligence, we empower ourselves to navigate the complex currents of our feelings with grace and wisdom. Mindfulness in Buddhism is like a compass that keeps us oriented in the storm of emotions. It allows us to observe our emotional landscape without being engulfed by it, fostering self-awareness and preventing impulsive reactions. By standing on the river bank of our emotions, we gain the perspective needed to respond wisely. Embracing emotional intelligence is akin to having a compass that guides us through the storm. It involves recognizing, understanding, and managing our own ambitions, while empathizing with others. This compass helps us maintain a steady course, even when faced with turbulent emotions, preventing us from getting lost in the chaos. Loving kindness meditation, a practice in Buddhism, is like planting seeds from compassion. These seeds grow into a garden of kindness, allowing us to respond to our own and others' emotions with empathy and understanding. This compassionate approach strengthens our emotional resilience and fosters harmonious relationships. Incorporating these teachings into our lives empowers us to break free from the habit of letting emotions rule us. By developing mindfulness, practicing life kindness, and embracing emotional intelligence, we navigate the stormy seas of emotions with skill and grace, steering our ship forward a balanced and resilient mindset. With grace and acceptance, mindfulness helps us become aware of thoughts and desires that derive the need for control, allowing us to release the grip and embrace the flow of life. The principle of non-attachment in Buddhism encourages us to let go of the need to control outcomes. It's like acknowledging that we can't dictate the path of a river. We can only navigate our boat with skill and adaptability. Surrendering control becomes a powerful practice, freeing us from the burden of unrealistic expectations. Incorporating these teachings into our lives allows us to break free from the habit of trying to control everything. By embracing non-attachment and practicing mindfulness, we became captains of our own ships, navigating the unpredictable waters of life with resilience and inner strength. Surrendering control becomes a source of empowerment, guiding us towards a mindset of acceptance and peace. Bandage without letting it heal. Buddhism encourages us to practice forgiveness. It's like removing the bandage and allowing the wound to breathe. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning past actions, but it liberates us from carrying the heavy burden of resentment. By acknowledging impermanence, Buddhism reminds us that the past is gone and unchangeable. It's like recognizing that we can't step into the same river twice instead of dwelling on what's behind us. Buddhism encourages us to focus on the present moment and the path ahead. It's like walking forward with a light backpack rather than carrying the weight of the past. Incorporating these teachings into our lives allows us to break free from the habit of dwelling on the past. By practicing mindfulness and forgiveness, we create a spacious mental landscape that is open to the richness of the present and the endless possibilities of the future habits. Number 10. Resisting change. Resisting change is like trying to swim against a powerful current. It's exhausting and often leads to frustration. This habit weakens our minds because it keeps us trapped in familiar but stagnant water. It's like clinging to a rock while the river of life flows. By. Teaching of Buddhism guides us to understand why resisting change makes us mentally weak and how we can find strength and ability in embracing the ebb and flow of life. In Buddhism, the concept of impermanence teaches us that change is inherent in existence. It's like acknowledging that seasons change and flowers bloom and winter. Exactly, resisting change is trying to stop the seasons from turning its full tilt and only cause suffering. By accepting the impermanence of all things, Buddhism invites us to flow with the river of change. It's like surrendering to the current and learning to navigate the twists and turns instead of seeing change as a threat. Buddhism encourages us to view it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. It's like recognizing that a caterpillar must undergo change to become a butterfly. When we resist change, it's like staying in a cocoon when the butterfly is ready to emerge. By embracing the natural rhythm of change, we unfold our wings and experience the beauty of transformation. Incorporating these teachings into our lives allows us to break free from the habit of resisting change. By accepting impermanence and embracing the ebb and flow of life, we cultivate mental strength, adaptability, and a profound sense of peace in the face of life's ever-changing currents. Mentally weak, and how we can cultivate inner strength and authenticity by letting go of the need for external validation. In Buddhism, the concept of right understanding emphasizes the importance of seeing things as they truly are. When we worry about what others say and do, it's like distorting our vision with a cloudy lens, preventing us from seeing our true selves. By practicing right understanding, we can learn to see beyond the illusions created by external opinions and recognize our intrinsic worth. Another key principle in Buddhism is non-attachment. Worrying about others' opinions is like attaching ourselves to their judgments. Non-attachment teaches us to let go if this necessary, here unnecessary burden, allowing us to navigate the water of life with greater perils. It's like setting the heavy backpack down and walking freely. Mindfulness, a fundamental practice in Buddhism, encourages us to be present in the moment. When we worry about what others say and do, it's like living in a future dictated by the judgments. Mindfulness helps us ground ourselves in the present, where we can find authenticity and inner strength. To overcome the habit of worrying about others, self-love and self-acceptance are vital. It's like embracing ourselves with open arms, recognizing that our worth is not determined by external opinions. By cultivating these qualities, we build a shield of inner strength that shields us from the impact of external judgments. Incorporating these teachings into our lives allows us to break free from the habit of worrying about what others say and do. Instead, we can embrace authenticity, self-love, and a resilient sense of self-worth, navigating life's currents with confidence and inner peace. Mental strength, we break free from the burdens of external judgments. In Buddhism, the practice of equanimity serves as a foundation of maintaining balance amidst the ever-changing winds of praise and criticism. It's akin to standing firm on solid ground while external opinions swirl around us, allowing us to remain steady and grounded. When we excessively worry about what others say, it's like constructing our house on shaky ground, making us vulnerable to the storms of external judgment. By cultivating equanimity, we fortify ourselves with resilience, enabling us to face external judgments with a sense of inner stability. Judging ourselves solely based on others' opinions is akin to handing over the mirror to someone else, allowing them to define how we perceive ourselves. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and authenticity, encouraging us to wear our favorite clothes rather than attempting to conform to someone else's verdict. Through this, we express our true selves genuinely, unburdened by the constant need for external approval. Mindfulness, a central theme in Buddhism, becomes a guiding light in overcoming the habit of worrying about others' opinions. It's like navigating through a maze of external judgments with clarity and purpose. By being present in the moment, we observe these worries without becoming entangled in them, allowing us to rediscover our true selves. And here, to break free from the shackles of constant judgments, self-love becomes a powerful antidote. It's like planting seeds of kindness within ourselves, nurturing a garden of self-acceptance, recognizing our intrinsic worth and embracing our unique qualities. We build a protective shield against the arrows of external judgments. Incorporating these teachings into our lives liberates us from the mental weakness associated with constant worry about what others say and do. Through practicing equanimity, embracing authenticity, and cultivating self-love, we embark on a journey towards mental strength, resilience, and genuine self-expression. Self-love. Breaking free from the chains that bind us to external opinions liberates us to chart our own course, steering towards a life guided by inner strength and authenticity. The teachings of Buddhism offer a comprehensive guide to overcoming habits that makes us mentally weak. By interweaving mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom into the fabric of our daily lives, we can transcend negative patterns and cultivate enduring mental strength. This exploration serves as an invitation to embark on a transformative journey, integrating the profound teachings of Buddhism into the tapestry of our existence. May the wisdom of these teachings illuminate the path to a resilient and empowered mind. May they inspire a life filled with purpose, compassion, and self-love, allowing us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and authenticity.